Okay, so this is just a quick video I'm shooting on my cell phone. I don't feel like getting the handy cam out. I've gone ahead and removed this LG. The rest of the unit's up over in there with all my other units. I've gone ahead and installed this 10,000 BTU Whirlpool, the one that was in that video. Had the burnt wire and all that. I fixed the burnt wire, and I crimped a new connector onto there. I didn't replace the run cap because it tested fine. So I don't know what caused that wire to burn like that. If I had to suspect just corrosion or something, I don't know. Anyway, this is the one that was doing that weird ticking thing with the compressor when you cut it off. It's about, God, it's almost 70 degrees outside right now, so I figured I'd go ahead and start it up before it gets cold again, just to let it run some. And it's running fine. You can hear that. Can you hear it? Compressor sounds happy as could be. That is a, I don't know. You have to look back at the original video. I think it's a Matsushita rotary compressor. Sounds good though. And when you turn it on, it gets cold almost instantly, like a good old R22 unit should. This isn't what I would consider a vintage unit. It's from 1999, I believe it was. Yeah, these units are pretty solid though. These are some of the last good units that Whirlpool made. Not as good as like an old WCI if you ask me, but that's personal. Some people like these better. But I do like this unit. Well, not this particular one. I don't know. I haven't had it long enough, but I've had a couple of these older Whirlpools with the Matsushita rotaries, and they're pretty solid. Matsushita is Panasonic, if you aren't aware. That's the name of the company, Panasonic, or Matsushita, or Matsushita, either way. Anyway, I'll show the inside of it in a minute, but I've got it installed, and it's running just fine. It still does that weird ticking thing when you cut it off. I don't know if there's like a check valve or what in there, but for some reason it's like refrigerant is backflowing in there, and like the compressor's going slowly, like one revolution, because you know it's got the rotary compressor, so it's like running it. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, I mean, it's running fine. It starts right up, it doesn't have any issues. I mean, yeah. There's nothing wrong with this LG, by the way. I don't know what, like, look at how rusty this thing is. Look at this. None of this rust. When I put this unit in, it did not have any of this rust. And it's getting bad. I mean, I don't know what the deal with that is. But that's not the point of the video. Anyway, we're going to run this. I suspect that it's going to run just fine. I don't see, it doesn't sound like the compressor is struggling or failing or anything, and it runs just fine, cools just fine. So, I think it'll be alright. I've got to get the mechanical, oh God, what do you call that thing? It's not a tuner. I'm thinking tuner for some reason, but that's on a TV. It's a, the twisty thing, thermostat, there we go. Got to get that adjusted in. I like to keep it around 67 degrees. So what I got to do is I have it on full blast right now, which, I think on full blast, this unit, when it's outside, it'll still kick on when it's like in the 50s, like 55 or something, it'll kick on. I definitely don't want it that cold, so I got to adjust that. So just turn it on full blast until it gets to the temperature you like. Turn it up until it clicks off. Turn it back down until it clicks on, and then put it right in the middle of those 2 points, and that'll keep it about where you want it. This unit will go back in there. I'll probably switch back to it at some point. It's a 12,000 BTU though. It's way overrated for that room. The room probably needs around an 8,000, so a 10,000 is closer. Anyway, here's this one. I'm not going to cut this video because then I'd have to edit it, and I'd have to send it to the PC anyway, and then there'd be no point even at filming it on the phone. Oh, I do. Swing it open and it hits the wall. Then you close it and it's locked. Oh shit, we're getting a delivery. I didn't order nothing. I don't want to talk to the guy. I'll check that out after he leaves. I don't want to talk to him. Okay. They always go, hi, how are you doing? And I don't want to even say hi. Anyway, here it is. I still have yet to find the knob. I took out the 240 volt outlet I had there, just reassigned it and put in a 120 volt. Obviously just flip the breaker around in the panel, so that way if I want to switch it back I can, and I'm not pulling off of this circuit that everything else in here is on, because when you do that the breaker trips a lot. Okay, I was wrong. This thing was made in 2000. Anyway, the reason that I switched this mainly is because this one has a top vent, other one had a side vent, and this TV here on this cart, I have this Rolly cart TV, and this is an Olivia. Geez, I'm getting way off on a tangent. This is an Olivia by Syntax Brilliant television. These are absolutely great televisions. I have one here, and I have this one. That's actually an even older one. And no, I'm not watching this. I don't even know what that is. I was gonna get the remote and hit the guide and see what it was, but I really don't want to get on that much of a tangent. Anyway, I have a bunch of these Olivia TVs. Best flat screen TV, only flat screen TV worth having. Anyway, I had the vent was on this side of the other air conditioner, and the air would go back into there and it would short cycle it. I've got to find a knob for this. I would like to find the knob for this because I have it somewhere and I'd like them to match, but I don't think that's going to happen. So actually I'm going to pull it off. Well, no I won't. Anyway, it sounds healthy. It's running just fine, cooling just fine. So I think we're okay. I don't know what the ticking sound is. Honestly, as long as it's working, I really don't care. Fuzzy. Why is my camera gone all stinky dinkler? This is why I don't film on the cell phone. It tries to autofocus. I don't like autofocus. I like manual focus. Anyway, that's this thing. It's installed, and it is working quite well. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment if you have one. See you later.